Here's a simple query that looks at just two fields and all the records of the employee table. Now we want to stream this as XML, so we'll put for XML path and run it. No surprise, what we get is a bunch of elements nested inside of rows. This red underline, yeah, that's not happy because there's no root. And we're not happy because row is a lousy name for each row. So we're going to change both of those. We're going to change each row to be called employee. And we're going to go ahead and add a root. Let's run this and expect some well-formed XML. There's our root, and each row has a top-level tag called employee. Excellent. This is what we've done. And notice Alex sits between the beginning first name tag and the ending first name tag. But our new goal is to throw Alex up here immediately after the ending emp ID element. If you make that one change using a wildcard, your XML stream will look like this. So how do we get this field to have its value appear after the emp ID element, but not in its own element? Well, that's actually pretty easy. All you've got to do is say as, and then put a star in a set of square brackets. Let's run this. Let's check it out. There we go. Mission accomplished, thanks to the asterisk wildcard. Just for a quick review, let's do that with two fields of the location table, city and street. Okay, let's stream it as XML by putting for XML path, run it, and it looks like we have row for each row, and we have a nested element for city and street. Okay, let's name our top level element location, and let's put a root called geography. Let's run this. All right, here's our top level element, location. We got one for each row, and we have city and street as nested elements below each location. Now we're going to have a similar goal. Take this 545 Pike Street and put it right after the ending of the city tag. Let's put in the wildcard for street as its alias. Execute this. Notice that street appears right after the city tag. Time for Lab 2.3, Skill Check 1. Write a query that shows the customer ID and customer type fields from the customer table. Turn this query into an XML path stream. Name the root sales data and the top-level element cust. The customer ID field should be an element. The customer type field should be a nameless field and be placed directly after the ending customer ID tag. Skill Check 2. Write a query that shows the product name and retail price fields from the current products table. Turn this query into an XML path stream. Name the root product feed and the top-level element product. The retail price field should be named price and should appear as an attribute of the top-level element. The product name field should be nameless. Skill Check 3. Write a query that shows the product ID, retail price, product name, and category fields from the current products table. Turn this query into an XML path stream. Name the root element as products and the top-level element product. The product ID, retail price fields should be named ID and price and should appear as an attribute of the top-level element. The product name and category fields should be child elements of product and have the names pname and pcat. Skill check 4. Write a query that shows the emp ID, manager ID, last name, and first name fields of the employee table of JProCo. Turn this query into an XML path stream. Name the root element as JProCo and the top level element employee. The emp ID field should be named ID and appear as an attribute of the top level element. The manager ID field should be a child element of employee and have the boss ID name. Create the last name and first name fields as child elements under a name element. The name element should be a child of the employee element. When you're done, your result should resemble the figure you see here.